Who is the greatest enemy of the black man? As I was cutting my hair, as a young man was cutting my hair, it came to my mind. Who is the greatest enemy of the black man? I asked the barber a simple question. Did the white people who came to buy slaves, enter the bushes to catch black people? No, they didn't know the bushes. It was black people that caught their own people and sold them because of mirror and because of alcohol. Because of mirror, they saw mirrors, they saw schnapp, Gordon's dry gin, brandy, and sold their own people to slavery for peanuts. They acted as the middlemen in Arochukwu, acted as the middlemen in Badagry. They acted as the middlemen in Sierra Leone down. So,
Dungeon 300 or more African women.
Okay.
Now, the enslaved Africans, the British held them from 2 weeks to 3 months before they shipped them away to the Americans.
So, Alpha,
This be your gift too. Black energy never dies. Now your gift today. I don't want to show my Nigerian brother.
Onadesia, they give me this, so make I wear hold the cap. Hey, hi, welcome. Okay. Be like now we go set there now. As I did say, my body dey hot. So, bro,
You see the way they fit you. You see, make it turn around, make them people show.
yeah.
It keeps multiplying. So
Yeah.
black energy never dies. It keeps multiplying right behind. So I don't want to make I show you around.
Okay, so where to go?
Inside.
So, Mona follow us. Let's go.
I saw this place there. You dey see?
Here be what?
This be Cape Coast Slave Castle. Cape
Here
Coast
be the
Slave Castle.
reception.
This be the reception.
Okay.
As you can see, the woman is there. You don't want to visit the place. That be where you go pay for your ticket.
Okay, pay for ticket to
Ticket
visit.
before you come inside.
Okay. So, more they go inside.
So-
we see they go inside. Follow us. Today.
So these are the directional map
Of
for
this
the
place?
Cape Coast Slave Castle. Yes.
Now, so big.
That's so big. The place big. Oh.
Where
I
be
will
the-
show you.
where
So
be
we
the-
there here. We there here. Yeah, you
Okay.
are where we did.
Nah.
The reception there you did. So we go the male dungeon. We go. We dey come out. I
Where
go
did
show
be
you the
this
floor.
dungeon where you dey talk?
The dungeon check like cells.
Okay,
Be
the
like
cells.
cells,
Okay.
prisons where they keep our ancestors.
Okay. When you say dungeon, they think they won't confuse me.
Before they take them away.
Okay.
So if be the dungeon, then go sleep, then go defecate, then go eat, then go do everything from 2 weeks to 3 months before the white people they take them. They will take our ancestors go into
So
the
they
ships.
get over how many?
25. But the washroom day among. The washroom day after the entrance, the main entrance.
Okay.
to the
Yeah, yeah,
castle.
yeah.
So all
So they
these
get
places
main
will go,
entrance, access yard, reception.
the Palava Hall, the Dazzles Tower, the governor's residence. I will take you go other
Okay,
place
okay.
so that
So-
you go get a picture.
So, Mona follow us. More they go. So now the main
Male
one.
slave dungeon.
Okay, which is
The male slave dungeon with the British built. Now, this
okay. This one I be the like the
male
cell.
slave dungeon. Yeah, the cell
For-
the prison
for
the
men.
For men.
Say
only.
this here for men,
For the African men.
but they call it dungeon.
Dungeon.
Abi?
It be so they keep our ancestors.
They see how the inside be. See the way be. So we want enter now. Go see
Go enter,
how
go
they
show
go and
you
pass.
everything what happened. My name is Tony Buedi and
Tony Buedi.
Yes, my name is
Okay.
Tony Buedi. And this is Cape Coast Slave Castle.
Okay.
Europeans built 3 slave castles in West Africa. All the
Three.
3 slave castles they built in West Africa are located in Ghana.
The three.
The 3, they're more the Ghana.
So now
Slave
one with
Castle,
this, so-
One with this, so, but this one be Cape Coast Slave Castle.
Okay, then.
So the 3 slave castles be Elmina Slave Castle, Osu Slave Castle, and Cape Coast Slave Castle.
Wow.
The Portuguese built Elmina Slave Castle in 1482. Elmina Slave Castle is the biggest and the oldest slave castle.
Where that one day?
That one they about 14 kilometers away from here. You know, be far from here.
It's not far.
No, it's not
Not
far.
like how many hours?
Oh, it be minutes, like 12, 14 minutes.
Okay, maybe we'll
Drive
still
from
go
here.
after here. Maybe we'll figure.
Yeah, you go feel go then spy how the
Ah, that
Portuguese actually
do that
kill
one.
our ancestors. But make I tell you something before we
Enter.
will go in the middle dungeon.
Yeah.
The British slave traders, they built a church on top of the male dungeon.
Church there.
Church they here. This is the church. The church is on top of the male slave dungeon.
And then they do this
Then they'll
nonsense.
do this Everything they
And they see they do church, they pray to God.
God and everything.
And our people see they join them,
Yes.
they do the church.
No.
Only
Them from the beginning, only them they worship in the church.
Okay.
The church is called Society for the Propagation of the Gospel. And Society for the Propagation of the Gospel.
And then they read Bible.
Then they do everything.
Now they read Bible where?
Then they do everything. Society for the Propagation of the Gospel is an Anglican church.
So how long when they build this place?
This
one?
place, then built, the British built in 1664.
1664.
So 1664 to 2024 now be 360 years old.
Wow. So they bring workers come build them?
Yes. But they use Africans to build this.
Okay, they use Africa, but now they could be contractors.
Yes. They use us. Unfortunately, now we don't know, say we build our own traps.
So they call you deceiver, we don't know so we
deceive us. Then come and they bring guns, then bring clothing items, then bring bottles of schnapps, red wine.
Give our chief.
Give our people, our chief in West Africa. They manipulate them. So then they don't know, say, then they build them our own halo. The mill dungeon, it go shock you. Mill dungeon be different place. Look at the floor, very slippery, very dark. We dey go inside, I go put the light out, so we could see how the mill dungeon look like.
So my people, more they go inside, more go see the way they take suffer house for Africa. This one, what they do for Africa.
Who is the greatest enemy of the black man?
Slow, walk
As
slow.
I was
Yeah.
cutting
You
my
see the floor be slippery.
Yeah.
Now these
mind.
people.
Who is the greatest enemy of the black man?
You dey feel the same way?
I asked
clear.
the Baba
It is dark.
simple question.
You see the way
Did the white
at that time say life no day. Light. This light no day.
So,
by
Kosi.
slaves enter the bushes to catch black men?
See how see it be?
They didn't know the bushes.
Now they see this side. This side be what?
This be male slave dungeon. So the male slave dungeon has 5 chambers. We be here.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Sold
5.
them
5.
In each
Because
one
of mirror
of the chamber, like in
and
each one
because
of them,
of alcohol.
were about 200 African
Mirror,
men.
they saw
Now
mirror.
they
About 200 men
saw
were in the
Schnapp.
first. About 200 men in the
Gordon's
second,
dry
about
gin,
200 in the
brandy,
third, about 200
and
men in the
sold
fourth,
their
and about
people
200 men in the
slavery.
fifth.
Total. I mean 1,000.
About
acted as
1,000.
And all of them are only West
All of them
Africa.
are there. West Africa. Some come out
Acted
from
as
Mali,
middlemen,
Burkina Faso, then walk
Badagry.
barefoot. Some walk
They
for
acted
more
as the
than 2
middlemen.
months
Before they reach
before
here.
they reach here.
See,
And for
they
here
run
in the
down.
dungeon,
So-
our ancestors were held from 2 weeks to 3 months. They be here, then they sleep. They be here, then they eat.
No food.
Mosquitoes, they come.
Like-
Make I show you something. You see that hole there?
Yeah.
That was the only source of ventilation
Where they-
and light. Only source of ventilation and
And that time light not there.
No, this light, no, we fix this light.
Okay.
That
They
time
don't give
not
them
light.
light. They just did darkness like this.
Then did darkness, then we'll poop, eat, then we'll defecate on the floor. Some get rashes all over their body.
So more they go inside. So now
Make I
one
show you,
is-
make I show you.
Yeah.
One chamber be this. So this be the first chamber.
So now this here, this one are one of the cell where they put them over 200 people.
About 200 men. About 200 men they here. About 2 African men, then they here. But I don't want make I put the light out. I don't want show you something. I don't want make I put the light out so
May you see how it dark.
how
Offer.
dark the place dey. You see no light there here.
Shey say I say no light. See the only lights.
The only source of ventilation and light for 200 men within the year. You dey see? The place make dark.
So now here they go peace.
Then go defecate, then go sleep, eat, then go do everything here.
Okay, not be small suffer. Our people suffer. See the kind place where they tell you say that they dey so. No toilet, no bathroom, nothing. All of them go dey here.
Then this one, if the year where them are urine, and
They pass.
feces,
They-
pass like this to the ocean. How much feces and urine can this small trench hold? Because then in the darkness, some of them got blind in here.
Okay, some people blind here.
Died here, many died here. So the British people, our ancestors where they die here, they don't bury them. They take their dead bodies and put them in the ocean.
Throw them for inside
For
the.
the ocean. According to them, our ancestors, Africans, they don't be human beings.
Okay,
Africans,
like-
they get souls. So then they treat us like animals, excuse me to say. So all those who died here, their bodies were taken to the ocean. When they come, they will cry out loud. And above all of that, the British still built a church on top of them.
Church. We'll go to the church. More they go the other one. So what will be this place?
So the original floor of the male slave dungeon with this
Will be this one.
bricks. The original floor is made of bricks.
Yes.
This dark floor is not part of the beginning of the construction of the floor
Okay.
of this male slave dungeon.
Okay.
So we were supposed to be seeing bricks all over because the original floor is made of bricks.
Yeah.
But because there's been many African men here,
Yeah.
this is where they were sleeping, eating, defecating, dying. Over the years, their feces, blood, food particles piled up eventually to become this dark floor.
Yes.
So this dark floor is the blood, the feces, the sweat of our ancestors.
Now there be this.
Yes, so this contains the traces of the DNA of our ancestors. And it's all over.
My full everywhere like this. So see the way high. Come like saying a sand like sand they put on
Don't
top.
be sad. Be the blood, the vomit, the sweat, the feces of our ancestors over the years. That is what has come back like this all.
So this one make am be 4 now.
Yes, 40 chambers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behind. Yes.
So more they go the 5.
So this is the last chamber. I made mention of 5 chambers.
Yes, yes.
So behind me is a very small cell. That cell is where all the African men here who got sick and weak or even blind were held to die.
Okay, now that's
So
how
then
they
die, then they put them, then we will put them for the ocean.
Okay,
the sea
so
inside.
why they put
This is a shrine.
Okay.
In Cape Coast, there are 77 shrines.
77.
77. But this one is the leader amongst the
all the
77
shrine.
shrines.
So what will be name?
Nana Taber.
Nana Tabra.
There's a priest in church. The name of the priest is Nana Wami Nkra. But this shrine we see here today, then the shrine they here before the construction of the castle.
Okay, day here before.
Long before. So this is where the indigenous people came to perform some of their traditions.
Okay.
But the white people come. The indigenous people took the shrine to a different place.
Okay.
Slave trade, after slave trade was abolished, that is when they brought the shrine back to its original location. But there was a tunnel. There's still a tunnel right here, a very big tunnel.
Yeah.
All the men who didn't survive the horrible conditions here were chained by the British slave traders and forced to walk through the tunnel to the door we call the door of no return.
So why they put those things there?
This, no, we can't pay homage. to
Okay,
the
for the
ancestors.
people we don't,
Then
the ancestors
die
we
here.
This is also very interesting, and we must acknowledge this, honoring our African ancestors. One of the years for the role they plays before the devil came to steal and to destroy. One of the role was moral and ethnical guardians. This actually indicated that our African ancestors are often regarded as moral exemplars. Moral exemplars. Paying homage to them, honoring them, it is a way for we to reinforcing the ethical standard and behaviors within our Africa continent, Africa communities.
Fight back for the male dungeon. The British slave traders chained them, shackled them, beat them, and put them in a very small cell we call male condemned cell.
Okay.
No windows, no food, no air, no light, no water. So all of them died.
So when they go there now, when I see the kind of wicked way they do our forefathers.
This was actually crazy and ridiculous. You see what gave them the impression that they are anyway
Please, but
better
make you
than
lower your heads.
for
watch your
so you
manipulating
say
your
yes, so-
ancestors.
Now be the
male condemned cell. So this is the male. So this is the male condemned cell.
Yeah.
We just came from the male slave dungeon. In the male slave dungeon, I made mention of about 1,000 men. There were many African men in the male slave dungeon who resisted, who fought back. I call them freedom fighters. So all those men that kept resisting were held in this small cell and locked up like this. No windows, no food, no air, no light, no water, till they all died.
like this, or just lock them?
They would lock them all. But this door is an original door. It's been here for over 200 years.
This door?
This door is original. It has
200 years, and it's still strong like this.
Let me go inside.
Okay. So, more follow us.
From your own observation, make you tell me, see, you did see windows from here?
No windows, nothing. And they close that thing?
Yes, there were 3 doors. 3 doors, now you did, where will they come? 3 doors.
No, no, breathe.
No windows, no. So if you be African man, all the African men in the middle slave dungeon who fought back were chained and shackled by the British army officers and brought here. Yes. But before they even brought them here, they'll beat them up and bring them here, lock them up. The numbers of the African men that were brought here depended on the numbers of the African men that fought back. Okay. So imagine if the number was 15 or 20. They would chain them, beat them up, and bring all of them here. Then the British army officers will close the 3 doors and lock them up in here. The African men were here without windows, no food, no air, no light, no water.
No place to shit safe, to kaka.
Till all of them died.
So if they die,
they throw their bodies in the ocean.
And bring more again?
Yes. You see the floor?
Yeah.
You see that there are markings on the floor?
Yeah.
So these markings are markings of chains and shackles.
So here on the outside.
This be the courtyard. Courtyard. Now it be graveyard too for the British occupants where they live here.
This place.
So then die. They be here and they buried them.
Okay, now be all this place.
We die. Our ancestors then died in the dungeons. Their bodies were trashed in the ocean. Their bodies were disposed in the ocean. Okay. So then we'll take the dead bodies of our ancestors after they died. We'll take their dead bodies and put them in the ocean. But then they die and then they bury them. People
from here. So now be all these graves where they there.
We go talk
so which side will they go now?
We go there down there. Now they will show you the female dungeons.
Okay.
And the door of no return.
The door of no return. What will be the meaning of the door of no return?
It be small door where the British create for here. Yeah. So all our ancestors will then walk through that door.
Yeah.
They walk through that door before they put them onto the ships. Okay. So the door of no return was a door through which our ancestors walked through and never came back.
Okay, what they said in the marketing.
Yes, so they walk through, then put them onto the ships for shipment. And
never see them
they come back. So the door of no return.
Okay, now the door.
You never come back to the motherland.
Okay. So where be this now, boss?
This be the tunnel. The tunnel we are talking about in the middle dungeon. Yeah. In the middle dungeon, I said there was a big tunnel. Yeah. Now the tunnel so.
But how?
Then block them off. The reason why the British block them off, you see, after slave trade was abolished in England in 1807.
Yes.
Next time they come here, they take our ancestors. Okay. Then they take our African people.
After they don't stop
slave trade, then still they won't stop because they were making a lot of money. Okay. Do you know that there were some insurance companies? Companies that were selling insurance policies to the slave owners. So when a slave dies, these slave owners got paid by the insurance companies.
In England?
Yes.
Like in British?
Yes.
Not before Africa?
No. That would be the same thing. If you do for that, it would be the same people.
Okay.
You understand? And one of them is called New York Life Insurance Company.
It's still there?
It's still there.
It's still there
still
now?
There. New York Life Insurance Company is still in operation. So the plantation owners then they had in US, that time in the US, the Americans. Then anytime the slaves with them, the work give them, they die, the insurance companies will pay them.
Wow.
You check like you get insurance on a car, and the car crash. You see the insurance company for settle you. So we then they see us like.
So now, if they bring them come,
they bring them here. So now you for few walk through the tunnel.
Yeah, through the tunnel.
But sake of the tunnel go see the door. That is
what I like.
That door be there. There's some door be here.
Yeah.
A door we call the door of no return. The size of the door of no return was like this, very short and narrow.
Okay.
So the British slave traders will chain the African men. They will bring them from
like this.
Then they will force them through this door, put them onto the ships for shipment. But this door then block them off completely. Some they talk say sake of the waves of the ocean, the sea, will then block them completely. So then block them off. That became the exit.
Okay.
So that exit leads to the other door of no return, closer to the female dungeons.
Okay, so more go down.
Yeah. So now
Not
they
be
take
small
you to
thing, no.
female dungeons.
Not be to read this through, now to move, go see the things where you dey read about.
So this is a small cell we call female punishment cell.
Okay, female punishment.
Punishment cell.
Yeah.
So there are 2 female dungeons. These are the 2 female dungeons, and that's the door of no return.
Okay.
So the British slave traders will go there, they'll force the women out and rape them. But some African women resisted rape.
Yeah.
All the African women that resisted rape were brought here for punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This small
You see the
place.
small hole that you did there?
Yeah.
That's where the women were releasing themselves. So for the women, there was a door here. They locked them up. But you see the window?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see a window like this in a male condemned cell?
No. So they call what if it is small hole?
The toilet for
Okay,
the
top.
women, where them go
Shit.
shit and where them go pass water.
So the coco lock them here because they're not greasy, they rape them.
Exactly.
Say they're stubborn.
But still, then give them a window.
Yeah.
You see window like this in a male condemned
No,
cell.
no.
So for the women, they still gave them food and water. They didn't want to kill them. They didn't want to kill them because they knew they could reproduce.
Reproduce more
And after they
slave.
shave them off, they
More
could
slave.
reproduce more Africans, more black people. So for them, they didn't kill them. Their punishment was psychological, to break them and not to kill them.
Okay. So no they go the other side. Yeah, my people, on another year of the May, which is May say. Now we don't reach the women own, their own, where they keep them. I want this.
So female dungeon,
I better talk
we
to
have
them.
2 female dungeons.
Yes.
This one and the other one right there.
Okay.
In each one of them were 150 or more African
150.
women. Yes, in each one of them. So it was 300 or more African women.
Okay.
If be here, then they sleep. If then they want menstruate, then they do one for here. If they don't want eat, then they eat for the female dungeon.
Yes.
The British slave traders then will come here, then will take the African women out, then go clean them with water and rape them. So many African women, they get pregnant for here. So if they know say you'll be pregnant, then we'll take you outside to a British community not far from this place.
Yeah.
Then we'll give you food, shelter, clothing items. The African women, then born, the kiddies, they be light-skinned children.
Yes.
So the British, they don't give the light-skinned children African names, but they give them European names: Johnson, Wilson, Smith, and many more.
Oh, all the John Cena and
Exactly. So them, they give them proper treatment. They no be slaves. They no bring the light-skinned children here. They no take them away.
All those outcasts, all those will be like them.
They intentionally do that to cause division amongst Africans. So light skin, dark skin. You understand? So what be very painful be that many African women, after giving birth, were still brought back here for shipment to the Americas.
Okay.
But what be
So where did they ship then they go?
then they ship them, they go Americas and Caribbean islands. It be that place they go. But
Which country they there now?
Oh, Brazil.
How the Brazil see buy slave?
No, majority. No, then they take them, they go work for them.
Okay.
For the plantations, sugarcane plantation, cotton, and tobacco, and many more.
And US.
After that time the USA no day. United States of America no day. That time the English had only 13 colonies in what is known as United States of America. So it be that place and they take them go work. You know, say America and Europe was built by black people. White House we did the USA. Now Africans they built. The enslaved Africans where the white people take go there. We will build America. We will build White House. We will build Europe. But they don't need to respect us. How come you come here, you can't take our gold, you can't take our people, go the very old country, then today you call us third world country? How did it make sense? You know, say Ghana, name the name, they give Ghana be Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Nigeria name be Slave Coast. Yes.
So our own just they buy us
Then just the
because we dey born anyhow.
then Ivory Coast be Ivory Coast of ivory from elephants.
Okay.
Ivory Coast, Gold Coast, Slave Coast. Nigeria name be Slave Coast. That be the name the white people give. So then they
Now to that they put the year. So they will give us slave coast.
make it go there.
More enter
Make
inside,
it
go
enter
see. See the way it be.
Look, make I show you something.
Yeah.
You did here. The African women could not escape.
Yes.
No, some visitors when they come here from Nigeria, from Cote d'Ivoire, from South Africa, Kenya, even from the USA, from Brazil, Mexico, then they beat me, question say, they enslaved Africans then they here. Why say they no escape? My brother, you know go fit escape for here. Here, male dungeons like female dungeon, male dungeon, then trap them.
You don't see the way the place
Look at the metal way they here. You know go fit break this metal then escape. No way. So then they enslaved Africans when they did the dungeons. They get 2 options. It's either they survived or died. but there's no way they could escape from this place.
Yes. Look, the place high.
Every side, they intentionally do that to
So you come bust out this side.
all these sides. So 3 windows. So look, 1, 2,
2, 3. They still try for the women small. Because they don't say they be women. See the small O. Wow. So more go the other
Yeah,
one.
make you go the other female dungeon. So you go. So our brothers and sisters, this is the other female dungeon. Make it show you how this place to look like.
So now here they put our forefather, our foremother.
The queens, the sisters, they keep them for here. Imagine a woman sleeping, menstruating in a place like this, they get rashes on their bodies. They will still rape them. These were the only source of light and air for them. Mosquitoes, they come here, very massive influx of mosquitoes.
And then mosquito pass now.
Mosquito nets no deep. Where you get mosquitoes?
So after here now, which side will they go?
We dey go the door of no return. The door of no return. Now it be small, narrow door.
Yeah.
The final exit through which all the enslaved Africans walked through for shipment to the Americas and never came back. Okay. So door of no return. But today I will show you the door of return.
Okay.
I will explain why we collapse. Okay. My brother, this be the door of no return.
What do you mean?
The door of no return, maybe small door right here, very short and narrow door like this.
Okay.
We call this door the door of no return because this was the final exit through which millions of enslaved Africans walked through for shipment to the Americas, into the Caribbean islands, and never came back to Africa.
Okay, so now I made a name man.
Door of no return.
So now the British people name her like that. Not be Ghana name.
You see, say the concept was there evidently.
Yeah.
That you go through it, you don't come back.
Okay.
That is how the name was coined, door of no return. So let me small door. So the reason they make them small like this, we say, our ancestors before they walk through this door, they forbade them. So then they degrade you.
Okay.
You understand the psychological trick that they play on the minds of our ancestors. So then walk them through this door, then put them onto smaller boats. Next smaller boat they here.
Okay.
Then put them on the smaller boat, transfer them to the bigger slave ships for shipment. The journey took them 3 to 4 months or more
Before they go reach.
before they go reach the various destinations, Caribbean islands, the Americas. Then go work there till they died.
So now here.
Now here then walk through. You see what we walk through is the door of no return.
Yeah.
So our ancestors walked through, and the last experience they've had here was this. They walked.
Yes.
The British Army officers had a bigger slave ships.
Yes.
They had big slave ships very far away from here.
Okay,
so
so
they
but-
would put our ancestors on smaller boats like this. They would put them onto the smaller boat,
Yes.
transfer them to the bigger slave ships for shipment.
Wow.
We call the journey from here to the Americas to the Caribbean islands across the Atlantic Ocean, the Middle Passage. And that took them 3, 4 or more months to get there.
So you know how much that they said in that time?
Then they didn't sell them plus money. I didn't want to use word
Yeah.
like sell
Yeah.
or sold or trade.
Yeah.
They obtained them. So they didn't obtain them with money, but with clothing items, red wine, gun.
Okay, now they will give our forefathers say
These were the
take
basic items that were given to
walking
them.
stick,
Exactly.
shinap.
Schnapps. How you could feel by
Cap.
human being with bottle of schnapp or bottle of red wine.
They manipulate them.
Exactly. So the European culture, it focuses on 3 things: product, privilege, power. The African culture also focuses on 3 things: mutual relationship, respect, and values. Now, when you take the 3 things the European culture focuses on, which is product, privilege, and power, you get 4 things: white supremacy, indoctrination, mass incarceration, weapons of mass destruction.
So whose side will they go now?
Now, I don't want me to show you something very important for you.
Yeah.
You see, say we get a door of return today.
Yeah.
We get a door of return.
Dawn of return. This
Dawn
one
of
are
return. We now make them Africans and the Black diaspora in
Yeah.
1998 during the emancipation.
1998.
1998. So emancipation is when we Black people come together, we African people come together to
Yes.
commemorate. So in the same year were skeletons of 2 people. We call Samuel Castle and Madam Crystal from New York and Jamaica. Their skeletons were taken from their graves and brought to Accra, Ghana, to represent the Africans in the diaspora
Okay.
that they are coming back to the motherland. So they brought them to Accra, Ghana. From Accra, Ghana, they transferred them to a place called Abanzi. And from Abanzi, their skeletons were brought across the ocean through the door of return.
Okay.
So this is to tell our brothers and sisters in the USA, in
Everybody.
Canada, everybody in the diaspora, the black diaspora, that they can return to where the ancestors were taken from.
Yeah.
So the
So now
door
they here.
of return.
So now we don't get the door of return now. So we dey go inside back. Before for don't fit enter again. So where be this now?
So this be one of the storages where the British merchants kept the gold and other resources,
Diamond, everything.
everything that they were stealing from the Africans. But they won't make you show the floor. You dey see the fences and everything on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
You know they see for here.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
They don't keep Africans here. They don't keep human beings here. So you dey see the original floor.
Yeah, the original floor.
And
No
Fiji bricks,
dirty. So here now our
Storage where they kept our resources,
okay.
our gold.
So how many of this one they get?
Then get over 8 of them.
8.
8. Some are even bigger than this one.
So when we reach this one they get 8.
Then get yes.
When they reach slave they get only 5 and 2.
Yes.
So
So
they-
you see,
they
say
want
that even the window we did yourself, you big past the window we did the dungeon.
That is So here now the window.
Yes. Window where they keep merchandise. The big past window where they keep humans.
Because they value this one more.
Exactly. Then they value the gold more than the.
So
the humans.
now which side we dey go now?
Now I don't want to take you go to church.
Okay. So now that's all I want go. So more like us see church for where they
The
take
church.
enslave us.
The British built on top of the male slave dungeon.
Okay, let's go there.
This one will shock you, my brother.
Okay.
So you see, this is the church the British built on top of the male slave dungeon.
A lock.
Ilo.
Okay.
Ilo.
The person not there.
The person in charge. Now the church is a children's library, so there's a librarian in charge of the church.
Okay.
But she didn't come today. She didn't come to work today. So the church is where the British Christians would worship, they would preach, and that hole right here, this hole right here, is connected to the male slave dungeon.
That place will show now that
Show
time.
the male slave dungeon. So the church is right on top of the
Top,
male slave
yeah,
dungeon, and the male slave dungeon is beneath the church. So the British slave traders will worship in the church. They'll come and stand right here and look at everything that is going on in a male slave dungeon. This is the part that we don't understand. Why did the British build a church on top of the male slave dungeon? I think this is a very powerful spiritual warfare to break the energy of the African man in a male slave dungeon. The name of the church is Society for the Propagation of the Gospel.
Yeah.
And Society for the Propagation of the Gospel is an Anglican church.
And the Anglican church, and they
Anglican
read
church.
this Bible, they read.
the Bible, everything, and they were keeping our ancestors in the male dungeon.
And
right?
the day on top here, they do
Preach and
Jesus.
everything. This is the part that you don't understand. This is the part that makes me very hungry. It makes me very hungry. We've seen the male dungeon, the male condemned cell. We've seen the female punishment cell, the female dungeon, the door of no return, the door of return, the tunnel, the court yard with the graves.
Yes.
I want to show you where the British government lived.
Oh yeah, more they go.
So they go to the highest floor.
Highest
where
floor.
they kept, yes, where the British governor lived. And they won't show you the residence of the governor,
Okay.
which has the bedroom of the governor
Yes.
and the living room of the governor.
Okay.
The air is fresh over there. And that's the highest floor. Everything is below him.
Okay.
So
So
the
from there till they
residence-
look everybody.
Everybody.
We get reception.
You get reception. And this way leads to the
Reception.
living room and the bedroom of the governor.
Okay, this side go.
This is the you come there.
Okay.
You go there.
Guy they up bro. Big boy. So here.
So here, this there.
So
So this is the residence of the British governor. But where is the living room of the governor?
yes.
And that's the bedroom. So the living room of the British governor has 9 windows.
9. 9. Only him one will get
The
9.
living room has 9 windows, and the bedroom has 5 windows.
5.
So there are 14 windows for just one person. The air is fresh, the views are amazing, it's beautiful. Never.
So here be
The bedroom.
So you can still pass here. Okay, sometimes the pass here come out too.
Yeah, so after the tour, we pass right here. So he had access to everything.
You see? So this place where this something the be the where?
The barracks.
Barracks where all the army.
Yes, the British Army officers. That's where they were. And look, can you see that church there?
Yeah, that church.
Anglican Church, Methodist Church, Catholic Church. So that's the oldest Methodist church in Ghana.
So that white one with the
No, the white one right here.
Yeah.
Where the car is going is
Okay, this one, yeah.
Yeah, this one right with the green rooftop.
Yeah.
It was built in 1835.
And when the slave trade day?
1835.
Before the slave trade.
That was after the abolition. Yes.
Okay. What about this one?
This one, yeah, they were all built by the Europeans. These are old churches.
Okay.
They've been here for
So
very
people
long.
still they use them.
They use. You see the people when they come out of the church.
Yeah, see they even they go church. People were slave us and I say they go to their church. So where be this?
So these are the cannons, and these cannons were the weapons that the British slave traders were using to protect the slave castle.
So this one they work then?
Yes, this is original, but it's not the actual size. They were very bigger than this. They had wheels. They could move them. They could change their locations and directions. So these are the cannons, and these are the cannonballs over there.
Where did they put?
Inside.
So in case they get attacked.
Attacked. So when the British were here, because of gold and other resources,
they don't want
other Europeans such as the French, the Dutch wanted to attack them.
Yeah.
So these were the weapons that they were using to protect. But those cannonballs there and cannons there were meant to prevent the other Africans.
We want come
Some Africans
them.
worked with the British, but there were some Africans who were attacking them.
Okay.
So those weapons there were meant to prevent them.
So like this, they go around the place.
Because we are afraid. Don't let anyone tell you that the Africans never fought back. It's a lie. It's a fallacy. The Africans fought back. So they had to bring weapons
All these things.
to fight.
Eh? Not be smart, you know. So they use that to surround the place so that nobody will attack them. So they get people with the guide 24 hours. They are soldiers. We'll be here for 24 hours.
So there's no cement in this building.
Wait, this building way heavy like this.
Like this, there's no cement.
So what did they use?
They use lime, powder, oyster shells. They use bricks. You can see the bricks on the floor.
Yes.
Rocks, blocks, timber floats. But the materials you see in the middle of the bricks, the blocks, it's not cement. It's lime or oyster shells put together.
So now they say use
Burnt
for the
oyster
roof too.
shells. Exactly.
No.
No, this is more than one.
Okay, this one I'm on the
Modern one. I'm referring to these walls.
Okay.
So because of that, because of the nature of the materials that we're using building these walls, these walls have a phenomenon we call the breathing walls. These walls actually breathe. Because when it rains and the water gets in these walls, the water does not get stuck. The water keep penetrating and evaporating on the other surface.
Okay.
So no matter how many times you paint the walls, they are going to look like this. You see how old they look like? Because it breathes. These walls do not allow the water to get stuck in there, but they allow the water to penetrate through them and evaporating on the other surface.
Okay.
So the breathing
So they
walls.
suck the water, take they bring out. So they make paint, not the feed the.
Yes, so if you even if you paint it right now, in the next few weeks, they are going to look old like this because the walls breathe.
So which side will they go now?
So now, I will show you the graves. You see to the left, there are some graves.
Yeah.
We need to talk about them. Who are they?
Yes.
What were they doing here? What was their mission here at Cape Coast Slave Castle?
Yeah.
And from there, that will be the end of today's experience here at Cape Coast Slave Castle.
So what will be this one?
These are graves, and there are 4 of them. One,
Of our
two,
forefather.
three, 4. This one is for an African, and the other 3 graves there are for British occupants.
Okay, who be this?
This is for a black man we call Philip Kwaku. The name is pronounced Kweku, not Kwaku.
Okay.
His father was a black slave trader who worked for the British merchants here. So when he was 11 years old, the church on top of the male slave dungeon took him to England. He studied theology at the University of Oxford. He was the first African to be ordained as an Anglican priest. So they brought him back in a church as a black missionary. They used him to promote their religion and education. Philip Kwaku was born in 1741. He died in 1816 at the age of 75 years old.
Okay. So now they bury him here. So this
Let's see
one.
the 3 graves. And these ones are for British.
British
The
people.
governor, the wife of the governor, and one of the British army officers. The governor is called Captain George Maclean. Maclean was the governor here from 1830 until 1843. Back in the male slave dungeon, I made mention of a tunnel. He blocked off the tunnel in 1833. Maclean was born in 1801. He died in 1847 at the age of 46 years old. Malaria killed him.
Malaria.
Malaria killed him.
Thank
West
God.
Africa was known as white man's grave because malaria killed many of the Europeans that came here. But they kept coming because of gold. They were making a lot of money.
No wonder they.
And that's the wife of Maclean. Her name is Letitia Elizabeth Landon. She traveled from England. She came here in 1838 to visit her husband. But 2 months after she got here, she was found dead in the bedroom of the governor, where we came from. Now, she saw the husband having an extramarital affair with a black woman, an African. So she got jealous and killed herself. She completed suicide. She took her life.
What about the other one?
But there are some that claim that it was the black mistress of the governor
Poisoner.
that killed her.
So what about
She
this?
died at the age of 36 years. And this is for one of the British army officers. He's called C.B. Whitehead. He died in 1812 at the age of 38 years old. So he died at the age of 46. The governor died at the age of 46. His wife 36. And he at the age of 38. And the African at the age of 75 years old.
Wow.
Let's see the flag, Barack Obama's flag.
Okay. So why President Barack Obama something there?
That is the flag that Barack Obama unveiled here in 2009. This was unveiled by the ex-president, the former president, Barack Obama.
Okay.
But the family came here July 2009 because the wife of Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, knows very well that her ancestors came through Cape Coast. She knows that her ancestors came from Cape Coast. So the family came here July 2009 to pay homage to the ancestors who died in the dungeons.
So like the way I come now and I'll put my own here too. Banana. So what do you mean that magazine? What do you mean?
The magazine is where they were keeping the ammunitions, gunpowder.
Okay. I hear that they keep on. They
You want to
keep
take a
on.
look? You want to take a look?
Yes, now.
Sure.
What be that?
What do you smell? That's the milk dungeon.
Okay, now from here they see them.
Exactly.
So the day